Today on CCX News, tracking trees, how new technology will change how the city of Plymouth looks at its landscape. Thanks for joining us. The city of Plymouth is using a new high-tech way of assessing its trees. As Corey Bork reports, the technology will help the city get to problems faster and better protect its trees long-term.
A city has a lot to maintain, from streets to stop signs, but there's something else to maintain.
People take it for granted. And when you lose your canopy in a neighborhood, everyone notices.
City Forester Paul Buck has been in charge of preserving trees in parks and on city right-of-ways. It's been a challenge, to say the least.
Right now, I couldn't tell you where the worst 10%, 20%, even 50% of the worst trees are.
There's a lot of ground to cover, a lot to maintain.
Nobody likes when storms hit and we lose a bunch of trees. So if we can get ahead of that game and start the maintenance on the worst ones, and maybe we can save a few of those from failing in the next storm.
Back here, we have our central unit.
Now, his job is about to get much more efficient. The city has partnered with Davie Resource Group and Greehill to conduct a tree survey.
Plymouth is going to end up taking us about 2 to 3 weeks to collect all the data.
Not just any tree survey.
Right now, this screen is showing us a top-down view of the data we're collecting.
This one involves sophisticated scanners and a computer on wheels.
What you end up with in the end is a 3D model of all of the trees as we've driven across the street.
The 3D mapping technology will create an inventory of all trees on city property, assessing everything from size and type to age and health. The measurements are much more accurate than what the city has ever had before.
Historically, we were using on-the-ground arborists that were maybe making estimates in the ranges of those, or maybe laser rangefinders, which still have a component of human error. This LiDAR data and machines can take all those metrics so much more accurately.
All the data will help the city decide where to prune and what to plant.
If we're really heavy in a neighborhood of really large old trees, we know that, hey, we might not have to trim them very often, but there could be some major problems in them.
You could say the city is getting to the root of preserving trees.
We'll get to kind of see what our palette of trees is. Where are we too heavy invested in a certain species versus if we're going to replant trees or put new trees in, where are some species that we could put in to bump that diversity back up?
In Plymouth,
the diversity part is the key for the future.
Corey Bork, CCX News.
Plymouth is the first city in Minnesota to do a digital or smart tree inventory. The companies involved will rescan all the city's trees in 2 years to evaluate the progress made. A new business is coming to Golden Valley, one that is not yet very common, but one that's increasing in popularity. That new business is called Aquabridge, which provides a water-based pet cremation service, also known as Aquamation. It's described as an eco-friendly alternative to traditional cremation. The business is a first for the city of Golden Valley. Officials believe it will be a great resource to have for those saying goodbye to a pet.
While this is for pets, I really appreciated that the new technology was being brought to the field, and that our residents would, during a very painful time of losing an animal, have another alternative.
Golden Valley officials said the environmental impact will be low. The company plans to hold open houses in September to share more about the business. The city of Robbinsdale, meanwhile, is updating several of its parks.
So this arm crank can be used from either side, and then the rest of it we have a little sit-up bench, and again just multiple different pieces that can be used in a multitude of different ways.
After years of planning, Robbinsdale is installing fitness equipment at Lakeview Terrace Park. The project cost about $60,000. It's expected to be finished in a couple of weeks. Changes are also coming to Robbinsdale's Manor Park. The city brought new equipment to replace the existing playground. It should be installed in fall or early winter. The city is also planning to build tennis and pickleball courts at Sanborn Park. Those are expected to open up this fall. Families can thank a group of dedicated lifeguards for keeping children safe at area swimming pools this summer. One such group in New Hope received a prestigious honor for their life-saving skills. Here's Delane Cleveland.
On a hot summer day, few things are more appealing than spending some time at the pool.
Oh, it gets real busy, especially on the weekends and like the 4th of July days like that. We'll hit capacity within the first couple hours of opening. Down there.
Jamison Kubacek Myers is one of the head lifeguards here at the New Hope Aquatic Center.
Like down that way?
He helps train the team to prepare for emergencies.
Yeah, of course.
It's an important job considering the pool gets tens of thousands of visitors every summer.
Each year we come in with roughly 60 rescues, which take part at the facility, and every single skill counts.
Butt out of the water!
Elizabeth Bray is one of the other head lifeguards. The team Bray and Kubicek-Myers help manage can now be called one of Minnesota's best. Earlier this month, the New Hope Lifeguards took 3rd place in the Minnesota Aquatics Lifeguard Competition.
I think a main thing was just do it for the city of New Hope. We know we have such an amazing group of guards here. We've been training super hard. The guards here are amazing.
Nice. Cool.
They spent 2 weeks preparing for the event,
It's okay.
where they had to put their skills to the test against 17 other teams from across the state.
So we watched a lot of videos, and then we also practiced a bunch of our rescues, and we just got them down to a T.
It's a testament to their dedication.
Just make sure no one's in the water over here.
Now the team has bragging rights, while families can come to the pool knowing that their kids are in good hands.
You know, I'm really proud of our team for pulling off that sort of victory, but there's always room for growth.
In New Hope, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
This is the first time the New Hope Lifeguards competed in the competition. A team from Minnetonka came in second, while first place went to lifeguards from Inver Grove Heights.
We're getting set to induct the newest members of the CCX Sports Hall of Fame coming up Labor Day weekend. First, a look back at some of the class of 2024. Here's Champlain Park two-sport standout Sam Marish.
He was a dominant force in 2 sports in the 2000s. We welcome 2008 Champlain Park grad and football and wrestling star Sam Marish into the CCX Hall of Fame.
Feels good. I mean, it's definitely an honor. You know, it feels forever ago.
Marish was a 6'3", 255-pound crusher as a linebacker for Champlain Park, who, though it was his secondary position, also proved tough to stop as a running back. He had a rare combination of size and speed at the high school level.
He had that forward lean to him, too. It looked like when he was going, I was always like, how does he stay going that fast? Because he had that lean to make the tackle and make the play while he was moving. And he really, that's, I think, what caught a lot of the college coaches' eyes and said, whoa, that kid can move.
Even now, coming to Champlain Park's football field brings back special memories for Mr. Football finalist and all-state player Sam.
It's a special feeling, you know, when you know, we were just talking about two-a-days, and just it's that special time of the year. You can start to smell it almost, and so many memories just when the lights kick on, and you're with your buddies, and see the fans in the stands and just play the game that you love. And yeah, it definitely brings back some memories for sure.
As good as he was on the football field, Marish was just as good on the wrestling mat. He won 3 state titles in a row in his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons.
That's super cool. Great feeling. You know, I've obviously with my sophomore year, I had lost twice to the guy I ended up beating in the finals. So that one was kind of my biggest one.
And while it may have been teenage bravado, Sam saw his championships coming.
Being a freshman, it's a funny story actually. Didn't do well. I didn't do as well as I wanted to in sections. I think I took maybe 5th or even 6th. I come off the mat, and Pete Oakley and my dad were in my corner coaching, and I looked at him and I said, well, I guess I can only be a 3-time state champ. And to them, you know, it's like some punk kid kind of saying, oh, well, you know, in their minds, they're probably like, okay.
With 2 titles under his belt, Marish blitzed to the heavyweight title as a nearly untouchable senior. He didn't wrestle like typical heavyweights, with football perhaps playing a role in that.
The speed and the quickness, I think I learned a technique where you can you know, cut the corners and keep the weight off of you. So really tried to master that as much as I can, because I'm giving up 40 pounds, you know, 45 pounds. So, and that's, you know, it's a mindset thing as well. Quick, fast feet. you know, jumping a lot of rope. But yeah, just wanted to be quicker and faster than those guys.
After committing to play football at the University of Minnesota, Sam was stunned to hear that a heart condition might take that dream away.
I was in great shape my entire life, being in wrestling and football and just being very well conditioned. I think I was more shocked than anything. And then of course, once you hear the news and the reality sets in, even for an 18, 19-year-old kid, it was scary.
Mirish had another medical scare involving a tumor in his leg, but he was cleared to play, but ran into classroom and personal problems and left the U. After an all-conference season at Iowa Western Community College, his football career came to an end. He coached with his dad Bill in the wrestling program at Champlain Park prior to Bill's retirement. That was a special time.
It was honestly some of the best times I've had. Just being next to him.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.